Good morning. Good morning. Back on the East Coast. How you guys doing? Good to see you. All that jazz. A little bit quieter here than it was in the airport yesterday. Let's see here. Get people going, get people pulled up. What is happening? All right. Welcome to what I call Live 365. Pool table service is watching with me. That must be you, Dave, right? Yeah, that must be you. Good to see you. Roy Dahl is here. Roy, I've been texting you. I don't know if I have the right number. Um, I'll check it out. You should have got a text. You should be getting a text from me every morning with our group text. But anyway, good morning. Good to see you this past few days. Coming in for a 9. See, you missed an opportunity there, Roy. You should be a 10. You're going to be in trouble again. Matt Moore, good morning, buddy. Gave Matt Moore a little example of my time blocking this morning. Shared my calendar. I think I horrified him. Oh, man. Well, good to see you guys. Good to be back. Just spent the last couple of days, few days, with this cat. Good to see you, man. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Good, good. Yeah, I was. I just told Wendy before I came down. I said, "Hey, I want to talk about the Live Like Jett Foundation today, and the
Okay.
hat that you sent me last week. And every time I go to Houston and get with you, I think about it, and so I wanted to just for you guys that don't know, this is Steve Rozenberg, and I texted him right before the call, and I said, "Hey, I'm going to jump on this morning and chat about this. You're welcome to join me." And Steve's out on the West Coast. I know it's early, but I appreciate you jumping in. And I think what we're going to do too, and I said to Wendy, I said, "Can you share this link today?" And we're going to share it with our links every day, so that the people that benefit from this call, if they feel so inclined, can throw a few bucks at the foundation. Steve, I'm going to let you talk about that for a few minutes, about your son Jett, what happened, and what you've done since.
Wow, you're really going right for it this morning, aren't you?
Dude, I jump right out of bed. I land right in my pants. Okay,
Yeah,
both legs.
yeah. I'm on the West Coast, so I'm still getting situated. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, my son Jett, um, he passed away 2 years ago. Sadly, on a motorcycle, which uh, is what he and I loved doing was riding motorcycles. Uh, he was on his lunch break, just going to get a drink at the store, and wasn't speeding, wasn't doing anything. Just going through an intersection. Lady didn't see him and hit him, and he passed away on the scene. Um, he, it's obviously you never expect to as a parent, you never expect to get the knock on the door at 10:30 at night, and we did. um what I realized, you know we can't stop bad things from happening, right? Whether it's a sickness, whether it's an illness, whether it's a death. And my son, he lived a very, I don't want to say a carefree life. He lived a good life. Traveled to 20 countries, um, played rugby, was a drummer in a Metallica band, flipped knives. He was big into knife flipping. And the only reason I was able to give him that life is because I built a business that ran without me. And it gave us the freedom to go travel the world and show him. He bought his first rental property at 14 years old. And I say all that because if anyone ever gets, and I hope you don't, that knock on the door, the question you want to ask yourself is, would you rather be the person that says, I'm glad I had the time I had with him or her, or I wish I would have? Because if we know it's going to happen either way, we don't know when, right? And that's a lot of people, obviously I don't talk about it a lot. I do, but not a lot. Um, but um, a lot of people ask me why do I do what I do? Why do I push so hard? I don't need to listen. I don't need to do anything that I do. I sold a business for millions of dollars. I'm an airline pilot. I don't need to do this. I don't need to coach any of the people that I coach. Um, I do it because I think a lot of people need to learn the lesson. And there are people out there that can help other people. And I think that if you can help other people, that you should. And I think that's kind of why we exist as people, right? To help people that need it. Um, my son was going to be a welder. He was actually going to go to CNC machining school in for NASCAR in North Carolina, and do welding and stuff. So when he passed away, we started a scholarship foundation, and the scholarship foundation is for kids in high school that cannot afford the cost of trade school. So, um, automotive, welding, electrical, diesel mechanic, all the things that many of us either need or possibly do. I didn't realize that the cost of this was so expensive nowadays with not many options for financing. They finance, regular college, but they don't finance this. So we started a scholarship, and we help kids in high school go to trade school. So um, we've got several kids that we have helped, and it's only been 2 years. We've probably helped about, I think, about 8 or 9 kids already, that we've actually paid or paid portions of or helped them. Sometimes they need a car to get to school and they don't have a car. So we bought them a car. The scholarship has. Sometimes, they just need housing. I got a kid that's up at Wyotech in Wyoming. Um, he had everything. He just didn't have a place to live. And I was like, well, what are you going to do? He's like, I'll live in my car until I figure it out. I was like, you're going to go up to Wyoming and live in your car? He was like, yeah. They say, I, I, I always hear people talking about the younger generation. And you don't really hear me talking much about that. And a lot of people talk about them being lazy. I'll tell you what, some of these young men and women out there, I disagree, because I see these kids that I have been helping, and I don't, maybe I should talk about it more, Bob. I don't know, um, but I see these kids transform, and I think you've met a couple of them because they've come
Yeah,
by the venue,
I have.
and
They're
these
great
are,
kids. Yeah.
yeah, they just, they've just never been given a chance,
Hmm.
and so I'm giving them that chance. Um, I did an event. I spoke at a big event last year. Some friends of mine were the ones who put on the event. Um, and so we raised about $130,000 at this event. And every single penny goes to these kids. Like I put money in personally because I think it's that important. So I say all this to say that the Scholarship Foundation is to me a way of giving back. Somebody probably gave to you at some point in your life, right? Helped you some way. There are some good kids out there, and I see them, man. I interview them. They need the same help. And so the Scholarship Foundation, if anybody would like to donate and help out, I mean, these are maybe future employees that you may need. Um, I've gotten in, become friends with, I may be messing it up, but it's like the ASE certification for national for automotives.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Uh,
ASE.
yeah, and I'm very good friends with the national director. Um, and he helps. Not only do we help them get into schools, he then helps find them a job. He says that we had two kids. He's like, where did he? I took him to lunch. We met because the guy happens to live in Houston, and he asked the kid, where do you want to work? And the kid was like, oh, I really want to become a mechanic for Lexus. He says, was one. So he told him, he said, okay, I'm going to make some calls. You're going to interview. Now I'm going to show you how to interview. You know, clean the shit out of your car, clean shit off of your social media. So,
Yeah.
so he's telling these kids how to be adults.
Yeah.
The kid got a job at Lexus. Now he's a technician at Lexus. Kids that are welding. I got a kid. He's a welder, and he just graduated. And I went to the school, and what was very, very weird. I don't know if I told you this, Bob. So I try to go to the graduations of these kids,
Hmm.
and I've met the parents, and very, very, they're all very nice people. And I'm sitting in this, it's Tulsa Welding School, which is a pretty big welding school here. And I'm sitting there in the audience listening, the commencements, and I don't know if he'd be the president or the dean. I'm not sure what the role is, but he starts talking. And as he's talking, doing his thing, he says, life can change very quickly. And it kind of caught my ear. And he said, 2 years ago, March 7th, I lost my son. It was
Wow.
the day after I lost my son.
Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
And
rugged.
I'm like, whoa. So I reach out to him. Or Daniela does. Daniela reaches out to him,
Hmm.
tells him kind of my story. So we're actually going to meet, he and I, and talk about, because he's like, I'm in charge of one of the biggest welding schools in Texas, if not in the country. And I can't believe, he goes, I can't believe I never thought of doing something like this.
Mm.
I'm like, well, I'm just trying to help, you
Yeah.
know? So anyways, so I'm going to do something with him. I've got those guys. You met Tony last time. Tony's a great guy. Him and his wife, they have a high voltage clothing line because he's a lineman for power lines.
Hmm.
There's so many industries for these kids to get
Yeah.
in, and they
Yeah.
don't even need sometimes they just need a certification, a
Right.
course they need to take. So anyways, sorry, man. So long story. I created the scholarship foundation. It's called Live Like Jett. And I know for the conference Mach 5, we're going to intertwine it. Starting 2026, part of proceeds of people who sign up for coaching are going to go to Live Like Jett to help these kids. Because again, um, there's some good kids out there. There really
Right.
are. And they just need that little help. And whether you give $5 or, in my case, if you donate $500, I will give you a free one-on-one coaching call with me, which I normally charge $3,000 if somebody just called me. But again, yeah. So I just look. I'm just trying to help. I'm just that's what I do, and
Yeah.
so that's why I do what I do.
What a great way to create legacy and memorialize him and just make sure that the impact he had while he was here lives on through you and through others and other kids. And I think that the couple guys I met were a couple of the first couple guys that you helped
Yeah.
out. Is that right?
Yeah, they were his
Friends.
best friends,
Yeah.
and they were in welding class together. Um, the welding teacher um, is a great guy. He spoke at Jett's funeral,
No kidding.
which I hate saying that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and the kids made a monument for him, a huge,
Wow.
very artistic welding monument. And just to kind of go take it a step further, the corner that the accident happened to be an empty lot, like on the, inside of the corner. My buddy, Joe Palumbo, who's a contractor, bought that lot, and he's building it's 12 acres, it's pretty large, and he's building commercial warehouses, but he named it after my son.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Guys, I was with Steve last month, and we headed out to do some stuff, and he put a couple of gallon water jugs in the trunk, and I'm like, was up, we went through an intersection, and he pulled off to the side and hopped out, popped the trunk, and showed me the memorial at the intersection where that happened. And Steve, I'm just pretty touched that you shared that with me, and it was just a cool moment to be there with you. And I didn't meet him, but I feel like I know him, and because of my association with you, we're going to throw some gas on the fire here to the degree that I can with my community and my outreach, and make it a part of what we do every day, and see if we can't put some more money in the fund. And we did that back even when you came up to the event. They screwed up so bad, they felt bad. They gave us $500 back, just to because we didn't get in there when we were supposed to, and rather than take the credit, we just said, hey, on behalf of the group here today, we're going to make a $500 donation. So if you guys feel compelled, the link is on the screen right now, and you can do that. And I really had no intention of going this deep today, but
sorry, man. I just woke up.
Yeah, I know.
I'm about to go to the gym, and you're like, you want to hop on? Like, sure. And I like fucking.
Let's get on video and get all fucked up.
Yeah.
Wendy's probably upstairs crying.
Oh my God, Wendy's probably a mess.
Steve, you guys that don't know, Steve gives her a hard time because on the disc, if you know disc assessment stuff, there's D's and I's, and those are the guys like Steve and I, and then there's the S's and the C's. Those are the accountants, and the S's in particular are the ones that cry at Facebook reels and stuff.
Yes.
Wendy's an S, and she's like, well, whatever, Steve.
You're gonna make me cry.
Yeah. There's no crying in baseball. What was that, Major League? So yeah. Anyway, I'm glad you jumped on.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Switching it up for a minute. If you got a couple more minutes.
Sure.
She just said crying at 8 a.m., you brat.
5 a.m. on the West Coast, just so you know.
Yeah. Exactly. Hey, Mach 5. We just came back from Houston, and we're fired up, and my calendar's full because I gotta unfuck everything now from being away for a few days. But
yeah,
it's all good. Mach 5, the event, October 1st, 2nd, 3rd. What is it? Who's it for?
Mach 5 is for everyone who's on this call, right? Well, if you start the day and the day owns you, it's for you. If you are hitting a glass ceiling in your business and you don't know where it went off the rails or how to fix it, it's for you. It's for people in the contracting trade industry that want to learn how to sell better, how to become better communicators, how to learn how to systematize your business, how to finally create a goal for you and your team and be able to execute on it. It is for all of us. And even if you know it, you need to refresh it, right? Because what you may have learned may have been 5 years ago, it may have been 2 years ago, maybe it was 20 years ago when you started your business and you haven't looked at it again. It's for people to finally work on the business and not in the business. It's 3 days. It's going to be very intensive. We're creating the layout. Bob and I are of what I want, what I envision. I've always wanted to do a conference. I've been to thousands of them. Some are very good. Some are fucking horrible. We all know. Some teach you nothing except how to go to the bar and get shit faced drunk, which I've done many times, um, admittedly. But that,
Nothing like
this
a
is,
good conference.
yeah, never made it inside. But really what it's for, Bob, I would say it's for building a community. I think that there is not a community for us and people in the trade industry and entrepreneurs to be able to just
Yeah,
go and have that, right? Whether you need just someone to talk to, whether you want to make a friendship, business relationship, whatever it is. I mean, if there's one thing I think I have lived and professed, it's all about relationships. It's not
yeah,
about money. It's about relationships to give you the life that you want. And
right.
so I'm going to be building this community from the ground up, from the people who want it. So it's not going
Mm,
to be my vision, it's your vision. It's everyone's vision that wants what they don't have. And I listen, I think people that have come to the 2-day events, I think they will vouch to say that I am doing that. I am living that life. I personally create a community. I make it very open, very welcoming,
yeah.
because I want to make a difference. And
Mm,
if you can't take 3 days to work on your business, you need to take 3 days to work on your business. That's a sign, right? And we have the early bird special. We have the wait list, and right now the wait list, the people who take, I will just tell you right now, and this is not a sales pitch because I don't care. The people that sign up for the wait list will get the cheapest price. I think they're about to launch pricing at the end of this week, Bob. I don't.
I think so.
Um,
Yeah, I was
I
talking to
think the
Nick.
end of this,
I think so. Yeah.
but it will not be cheaper than that. If you think I'm lying, then just call me out, and then we will see in about a week from now what the prices go up to, because they are going to go up. But
And there's a
I
bunch of
just
people on
feel,
the wait list already, so don't
oh
don't
yeah,
wait, guy. Get
no,
on
yeah,
there.
there's we have quite a bit on the wait list. But to me, it's like people who take action. I'm asking you to trust me, and I'll reward you for that trust. It's not like I'm making you buy. Just put on the wait list, because then you have the option to see.
Yeah.
So and I just think it's all about community. It's all about giving back. I think Mach 5 is going to be a game changer. I think it is going to be something that people go, wow, when are we doing this again next year? That's what I
Mm,
want.
yeah.
We've got, we're gonna have VIP, we're gonna have elite VIP, we've got some special things we're gonna be doing. A lot of my friends and entrepreneurs, local and afar, are gonna be coming for this, because everyone has always said, Steve, you need to do a conference. I'm like, it's not my thing.
Mm.
Um, but now it is. And so
Then I
I
threw a
think,
wrench into that.
well, yeah, thanks a lot, Bob. Hey, you know what you need to do, Steve? You need to throw a conference. I'm like, fucking done.
Right.
Yeah.
We may
So that's
regret
that
it.
that's what it is. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
No, I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to being part of it and promoting it here on the daily. Um, and people ask me, what do you keep going down to Houston for? What are you going down to Houston? What's going on down there? And so um, on the monthly, we do a 2-day takeoff summit. Steve, talk about that for a minute,
But
because you're doing that every single month and you're just pouring into people. Next one's August 4th and 5th, I believe. So what is it we're
yeah,
doing down there?
it's August 4th and 5th, and God, it is ripping not only your business apart, but it's kind of getting into your head to
Mm,
understand, why are you not where you need to be in life. It's a simple question. If you knew how to do it, why haven't you done it already? That's the question. And our marketing team was down there. Nick, Tony, Adam. I flew these guys in because they were like, "I want to see if you're really the real deal, Steve. Like, we're promoting you. Are you full of shit, or are you really that guy?" And I'm like, "Well, we'll see." And
they
at
saw.
dinner, they were like, "Dude," they're like, "I cannot believe how much you poured into those people. Like that was you." I was like, "That
Mm,
was me." They're like, "No, that was like all of you. Like you gave them you."
yeah.
And I'm like, "Isn't that what you're supposed to do?" They're like, "Yes, it's what you're supposed to do, but it's not what people do."
Mm,
Um, so the 2-day takeoff is very simple. I don't promise anything, but I promise you will leave and you will walk out with a new identity.
yeah.
You will walk out as a new person. You're going to walk in as a business, as maybe a manager, someone running your business. You're going to walk out as a business owner. You're going to learn how to lead. You're going to learn how to set a date that your business runs without you. You are going to learn all the mistakes that you've probably been making as a leader, why you're not getting people to follow you. You may be able to hire them, but you're not keeping them. There's a reason. I'm going to talk about how to the law of sequence, how to create a recipe for your business to succeed. We're going to talk about marketing mistakes. Are you marketing to the wrong people, saying yes when you should be saying no,
Mhm.
and maybe taking on deals and taking on clients you shouldn't take on? Maybe. Um, that's just day one, dude. Day one goes from 9:30 to 5:30. And I'm not good with potty breaks. So I'm like,
No,
we're all
this
fucking
dude,
adults.
like,
And
I'm
dude,
like, Jesus, we got
if
to
you need
give
to
him the
pee, go
hook.
fucking pee. Like I'm not your this isn't elementary school. Like they're like, you should give a pee break. I'm like, are you gonna sit and pee your pants? Like, I don't understand. Why should I give you a pee break? Like, dude, you're an adult. Make a fucking decision.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's just me. So
Tell us how you really feel, dude. We got we get out of there at we wrapped up on. He's right too. Monday and Tuesday all day, and goes, as Wendy says, going hard in the paint. And we left the venue at 8. I think it was 8 p.m.
yeah.
Tuesday night, and went to dinner. We got back to the unit at 11, and it's all day. Both days. So guys, eat your Wheaties if you come down. And we're talking about the 2-day takeoff event. It's a summit, we call it, every single month, August 4th and 5th, September 8th and 9th. Pat Johnston's coming down either in August or September. I think Dean Swanson's coming next month. We got a bunch of other people that are signing up every day to come down. Guys, it's free. We'll feed you lunch a couple of days, happy hour on Monday afternoon. Take a couple of days for you and your business to figure out like how the rest of the year might look a little bit different than the first half of the year. Okay. Um, Rachel says, we don't want to get up and miss anything. Yeah, for
I'll
sure.
give you a diaper, Rachel.
Yeah, right.
And next
Yeah.
time I'm packing, I'm gonna pack some sugar packets for Wendy. She seemed like she was getting a crash at the end. I thought she was gonna
She
gouge my eyes out by
she
about
did well. I
7.
kept looking over because last time I looked over and there was nothing there. The lights were on. No one was home. It's about 5 o'clock on day 2. And she's just
Dude,
looking at me. I'm like, babe, you're a sport. And this
yeah,
time she did better, but she was on the edge around 7:30, 8 o'clock. And honestly, so was I on day 2. I'm like, all right, Steve, wrap up that sales call. We got to
yeah,
grab some dinner.
dude. And day 2 is all about how to become a master communicator.
Yeah.
Listen, you may think you suck at sales. I disagree. You're good at sales. You just sold yourself that you're shitty at it. So congratulations, you made the best sale of your life. You
Mm,
sold it because you're not born good or bad anything. You're created.
yeah.
And so I show people sales is, Bob selling Wendy on where he wants to go to dinner. Wendy's selling Bob. We're both selling each other. Selling your kids on cleaning their room, or they're selling you that they're not. Selling your employees on your vision.
Mm,
This is what it takes to become successful. You don't have to I never said anything about money. Sales is about communication.
right.
And as you saw, Bob, I've added some pretty interesting techniques to my presentation about sales,
Yeah.
hypernesia, amnesia in sales, NLP, disc profiling. All I mean, this is like I don't know if anyone's on here that took a few notes, but there's some notes being taken at this event. You will probably leave
Mm.
with 20, 30 pages of notes. There's no doubt in my mind.
Oh yeah,
Um,
for
then
sure.
I show
Wendy
you how
took a
to
bunch.
yeah, then I show you how to do it with virtual assistants, how
Hmm.
to use VAs in your business to grow and scale like we did, and then how to hire rock star salespeople. Like, what is the actual ad you should use? And I give you the ad that will get rock star sales. The ad alone should make you a couple hundred grand easily, just because you're going to get the right salesperson. It's going to start closing the deal. So, in short, it is a year's worth of content in 2 days. And the only thing I would disagree with, Bob, is I know we say it's free. It's not free because people have to take time away from their family.
Right. Good point.
They got to fly down, get hotels. So I'm asking for the most valuable thing, which is their time.
Right.
So it may not. I'm not charging for them to walk in the door, but they're paying, right?
Yeah.
They're paying with time, and so I just you are going to pay either time or money.
Hmm.
I'm asking for your time so that you can go make more money.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Colin Moores is here on Instagram. My cousin, Mike Nunez from Nunez Vineyard Management out in Napa
Nice.
is on the call, and Kevin Decorates from Instagram. Good to see you guys. I just like to call people out, shout people out, and let you know what we're doing in Houston. So, Steve, the momentum's building. Would you agree?
Oh fuck, dude! I get, it's funny. You get family members who are like, "What the fuck are you doing out there?" I'm like, "Don't ask." Yeah, I mean, so I'm getting a lot of people. I've got, I used to speak as a speaker in Australia, and some of my Australia friends are like, "I may have to put my vacation or my holiday
My
around one of
holiday.
these events." They're like, "I just want to see it," because they know me and they know what I can do.
Yeah,
And so to answer your question, yeah, it is gaining eyes. Eyes are watching. People are watching. People are talking, and
yeah,
people are going, "I wonder what this is about." And like, and it's just, and you know what? It's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. It's getting, I mean,
yeah.
it is building one. You, Bubba, Richard, Joni. I mean, you guys are doing amazing jobs with coaching them on the daily sales trainings. We're about to get Chris Ty in the mix. I
Mm,
mean, the roster is getting pretty deep, man. And
yeah.
so we're gonna see a lot of shit changing very quickly in this industry. And I'm hoping that I'm the tip of the spear. That's in creating a community that people enjoy.
Yeah, and guys, he Steve walks the walk. He truly is selfless, and I try to be the same way. And I think in a way that's probably what brought us together as a team, because we come from the same place. Try to come from a place of service. Um, and I would just say this, guys. What's the saying? If nothing changes, nothing changes, right? Or nothing changes if nothing changes. And if you want a different result, you got to change it up. You got to do something different. If you've been struggling, and you just don't know what's up, you got to get in the right rooms and maybe change out that friend group, change the people you've been hanging around with, shake things up a little bit, and you might be surprised what happens when you get around people that truly want you to win. So, Steve, thanks for creating the environment for that. Guys, originally jumped on here this morning to talk about the Live Like Jett Foundation that Steve has created in memory of his son Jett, and pouring money into that in the spirit of helping people go through trade school, and kind of betting on the younger generation a little bit in a time when everybody's kind of got the feeling that group is a little bit lazy, and he disagrees. There are good kids out there, and we want to make sure that we get behind them, get kids to school that can't make it, get them a way to get there if they don't have one, and have somebody in their corner like Steve and the community that he's created. So, Steve, the floor is yours. Anything you'd like to leave people with today?
You know, no, I except yes, no, but yes.
No. uh,
All right, so um, listen, guys. What I'm gonna say is very simple. Life is about decisions. You guys have to make some decisions in your life, right? Whether it's the decision to help a young man or woman in the Live Like Jet Foundation, or help someone on the street, or whatever that is, or yourself. Um, when you wake up every morning, you guys make a decision. We all do. And it's a very simple decision. And the decision is, I'm either going to be better or I'm going to be worse than the day before. That's it. And if you don't decide, you have decided, because indecision is a decision.
yeah.
You're going to spend the same 24 hours. Why not make them the best? You're going to have a stressful day. It's stressful to win, it's stressful to lose. Who is it that whoever said that stress is bad?
Right.
We talked about this yesterday on the group coaching call. And I'm like, we give fear and doubt so much power and so
Mm,
much control. We can't see it, we can't feel it, we can't touch it, but yet it controls so many of our lives' decisions. Everybody maybe has an opinion about me helping these young kids. Maybe you think it's a waste of my time. I don't. But I made a decision to help these young men and women in honor of my son, and that's what I do. And I'm not asking for permission. Sometimes, guys, in life, you're better off not asking permission from people. And your life is so much more fulfilled when you wake up in the day and say, I'm no longer asking people for permission. I'm living life on my terms, the way I want it. And if it doesn't work for someone, I'm okay with them not being in my life. And you should be okay too. If someone's not aligned with you, it's okay to remove them from your life. People come in phases, they come in chapters, they leave the same way. And that's okay.
yeah.
So that's my parting words.
Yeah, guys, I appreciate you being here. Steve, thanks for letting me dig you out of bed this morning. I'm like, well, I go 8. He's on the West Coast. It's 5. I know he gets up early, so it's really 8. Wendy's we finally got home and we're winding down on the couch last night. And she said, well, I looked at the clock and it was 10. I go, well, it's really 9 in Texas. She goes, we don't do that. We don't do that. She says it's 10 o'clock. I said, okay.
It was actually 7 because I'm in San Francisco about to go meet with a client. And so, yeah, I was just about to grab my phone to walk out and go to the gym. And you're like, hey, you want to jump? I'm like, yeah, I'm in.
Hard stop. So, well, thanks for letting me screw up your morning a little bit. It was in a worthwhile cause. Guys, check out the Jett Live Like Jett Foundation. Make a donation. Steve will send you a cool hat, bracelet, and a sticker. I put mine right on my laptop like you had on yours. I saw that and I'm like, I'm gonna do the same
I did.
thing.
That's cool.
That's kind of cool. So I'm not usually a sticker guy on my laptop, but now I guess I am. So
you are.
Anyway, so
no, thank you for doing this, guys, and for those that donate, thank you. You are actually helping a young man or woman, and it may not seem like a lot to you, but when you don't have it, the perception of value, it is a lot of value to them, and it's changing some of their trajectories. And maybe someone helped you at some point in your life, and sometimes we give back, and that's all I'm doing is I'm in a position to help. It's compelling to me, and so that's why I do it. So yeah, I'm gonna punch out, man. I got to hit the gym before I go meet with my client. So
same for me,
brother. Good
Thank
talking
you.
to you.
Appreciate
Give
you guys.
a big hug and a cry. And,
we'll have a good cry after. All right, take care, brother.
Cry.
Thanks a lot.
Right.
See you later.
Bye,
guys. Yeah, sometimes I have the opportunity to grab Steve and get him on. He's always gracious with his time, as he was today. So don't hesitate. Check out that Live Like Jett Foundation. Okay. Let me scroll back. I'll pop the link up there one more time for you. And yeah, I didn't say it to Steve, but I came perilously close to having a lot more in common with Steve back in 2021. It was when the phone rang at just about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. It was Dad, I'm okay. And I said, okay, what's the rest? And Bailey had been on, I guess it was I-35 and like Galveston area and got hit by a drunk driver, she and her boyfriend at the time, and crushed the car, put him in the median, 18-wheeler, just crinkled the back end. So, narrowly missed, like I said, having another thing in common with Steve, which wouldn't have been a good one. So I feel for him. And if there's something I can do and that we can do in this community to help some kids get into trade school, I think it's a good thing all the way around. So anyway, guys, I'm going to punch out. I was going to do something on understanding where fear comes from today. I think we can put that on the back burner. Tomorrow we'll restart that, and never wanted to miss an opportunity to get Steve on here and mix things up and have a great day. So guys, appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. Have a great day and an even better week. All right, later.